Hello, day, I don't know what, of the quarantine, but things are still in my own household, in my own personal bubble, going well, managing everything is fine. In the world, um, I don't know, it's getting more and more stressful and scary, and I had a conversation every day I have conversations with my parents. I live at home with them and it's fear-based. I'm concerned for their health. They have to step out every day. They are business owners, and due to XYZ reasons, like, they do have to be there. My dad works a few hours. He opens his business and then he comes home, and then my mom works at the other business until 5. And for every day that they've gone out since this shelter in place has been ordered, the anxiety has just increased exponentially every day. And when I picked up my mom today, I called her and I said, I know you're not wearing your mask. And I hadn't seen her through the glass door of her business, but she started laughing because she was caught in the act. And her phone was still left on, and she was talking to the employee, and they were laughing like, oh no, she saw me without my mask. And it wasn't funny to me. And when she got in the car, I was just like, I didn't hang up yet because it was in her pocket. The phone was in her pocket, and I could hear, I wanted her to hear herself in my car. And so I let her do that, and she started to laugh, and just immediately I went into a very serious place, and I basically was like, Mom, each day that passes, I am forced to think about a possible life without you guys because you have to step out. Um, and yeah, the laughs went away real quick, but we got into a very serious conversation because the thing is, as careful as my parents are being, even I stepped out to go to Costco today and run a few errands. I had gloves on, and Costco is they're being aware of the social distancing when you pay, and that's great. And same with Whole Foods. I had my gloves on and I wiped everything down when I came back because you don't know who's touching what and what germs they're carrying. But yeah, mortality, I'm trying to find that balance between living and being present with my parents and being scared. But I am actually really struggling to find that balance right now because I just fear for them constantly. My mom is 59, my dad is 67, and he's diabetic. And yeah, I started to break down today with my mom today when I picked her up because I said, please be careful. She came in with Target bags, and I just had a whole range of emotions. And I was just like, why'd you go to Target? What are you doing? You didn't have your mask on. Like, you're forcing me to think about a life without you. And if I told her, I said, God forbid something happens to you and Dad during this time and you pass, I would never forgive you guys. Um, and that's the truth. I would resent them for not being more careful, and I would hate myself for feeling like I couldn't do more. Um, and it brought up a really serious conversation for my mom too. She said that my mom and dad last night were talking about updating their wills. I have 2 siblings. I have a sister-in-law. I have a niece, and these are serious conversations that are happening, and with each day that goes by, it feels scarier. I think a lot of us are taking it seriously. I mean, I haven't even left my house for a week, so much so that I don't even practice the social distancing because I don't go out. And when I went to Costco today and I was paying, they had to let me know, like, oh, ma'am, you need to step behind this yellow tape because this is the 6 feet that we're trying to maintain. And I was like, oh my gosh, of course. I just didn't realize it because I hadn't left. So it's like, it feels really scary. It feels really unpredictable. I saw a video of a kid licking items in a grocery store, and I really hope that they find him and he gets arrested. Um, but yeah, each day is getting really more and more terrifying. Two first deaths of children happened today in California, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to like I've mentioned before, you know, in terms of having a family support, having a home and a safe place to be right now is I'm very blessed and very lucky to have that. Um, the anxiety of my parents, and they also have the same anxiety towards each other and towards us, their kids, and it's just it's hard. You know, I heard my mom cough yesterday, and I ran out of my room and I was like, "Do you have a fever? How's your breathing? What's going on?" Like, you know, my dad coughed in the middle of the night a few nights ago, and my mom shot up immediately and um, you know, was freaked out that he was sick or something. So, um, oh man, yeah, yeah. I am terrified. I'm terrified. I'm terrified to watch the news, and I'm terrified of the things that aren't being covered in the news that also fill me with so much fear and worry and anxiety, and that's children, spouses, elderly who are in abusive situations and now they're trapped with the people that they are being abused by. And if you, I don't even know who's watching this, but if anybody has any suggestions as to how to reach out to people like that, let me know, because I can't, I think about it for a second and then I just, ah, it makes me feel sick and twisted inside because, you know, no one who has a roof over their head and if they're either alone or with family members that are in a pretty decent situation should have anything to complain about, because there are people who are truly, truly, truly suffering. And I think about those people and maybe I'm not working hard enough. I need to be researching more on what to volunteer and how to give my time. That's what I've checked out volunteering situations, but it's for the people that are truly helpless that I'm fearful for, because I mean, actually, I don't even know if I'll be okay. I don't know if my parents will be okay. It's I don't know. But in terms of, you know, emotional, mental well-being, I worry for kids. I mean, definitely particularly children. But again, like I said, children, spouses, elderly who are in situations where their emotional well-being, their physical well-being is being compromised. And so there's just so many things to that you think about in a time like this, and I've never experienced anything like this in my lifetime. But I don't even have an answer. I don't even have a solution. I don't have anything that I can even offer up. I mean, words of positivity are just prayers. Stupid. Um, I don't know. All I know is that being present at home is really important. When my dad does come home, I want to make sure that I make him food, that I wipe things down, and that when I pick up my mom from work, that I yell at her and I lecture her, because as frustrating as it is, like, I just realize it's okay. I told my mom the other night that I'm literally her worst nightmare, and I'm gonna keep doing that. And even if she gets sick and tired of it, I don't think she will, because she realizes the gravity of the situation too. Um, you know, I'm gonna keep hounding her to be clean and, you know, wipe everything down and be safe. Um, I just get scared because people are reckless and we can't control them. And yeah, that's where I'm at, on the verge of a breakdown at the thought of my parents not being here. And um, yeah, all I can do is, when I'm present with them, to be present, to show them that I care, and just to keep reinforcing how much they mean to me. Um, anyways, I'm out, and catch whoever watches this later But yes, I'm still in the same clothes. I should probably put on some jeans at some point. I did fill in my eyebrows today because I went to Costco. I was like, you know what? Maybe in the midst of all this, I could meet my soulmate. Didn't happen, but I'm an optimist. Anyways, peace. Take care. Be safe. Be clean. Rest up. And yeah, talk to you later.